Hello and welcome to my video today. I'm going to be talking about the hood bolts that hold the hood in place. There are two of them. They use a 13mm socket to remove. And as always, I recommend using a magnetic one with an extension. However, today I have an update on a replacement for these bolts. So I'm going to show you it right now. This is a much longer bolt, and the benefit of this is that it will keep any loose bolts from falling out because of the length. So if you compare the length right here, it is definitely much longer, and it will also work with the magnetic 13mm socket. And I'm going to show you more about how to put this together. First of all, I'd like to thank Larry AKA OldAviator for recommending this solution. I purchased a couple of these M8 1.25 by 100mm metric hex cap bolts, and I'll have the link in the video description. And also I have, these are M8 T-nuts, and we're going to be attaching these to those bolts, and we're going to be using some Loctite to keep them attached. So I am going to use the Loctite on the threads in the lower area here, because that's where the nut will be located. You don't want to get any Loctite in this area here, since that will be attached to the hood nut that is fixed, that keeps it locked in. So you don't want to apply any there, because you need to remove it from the car. All right, so now I am going to put the nut on. And I am going to clean off any of the residue. Now for the next one. All right, so now they are done. We're ready to go over to the car and show you how they work. The first thing we need to do is remove the service lid from the front here using my plastic pry bar. And I put that aside. Here is the bolt that's on the right side of the hood. Going to insert my 13mm socket in there. Pull out that bolt. Now we're going to take that new bolt and we're going to insert it in there. You can almost do it with your hands. And you can just finger thread it. And then what we'll do is tighten it all the way, like that. So as you can see, it sticks out pretty far here. And when you have the service lid on, it will not move out. Even if it's loose, that service lid will keep this in place. You notice how flat it is right here. I'll give you some views from the side. You can see right here how close it comes to the front. Give you a better angle of what it looks like inside. All right, so I'm going to do the same for the left side now. And then insert the new bolt. By the way, if you haven't seen my emergency toolkit 2.0 video, I think it's good to have with your Fisker Ocean. I place a plastic pry bar by the windshield cowl area, and then inside the service lid, I put a 13mm socket along with a ratchet wrench so that I can open up the hood anytime I need to. And I'll have the torque numbers on the screen for you to use if you want to make sure that the torque is correctly set. So that's it. It's not much of a modification. So you can easily get access to this bolt to remove it. And since it's so long, if it ever does get loose, it will not be able to come out and the hood will not be able to open since this is going to be pressed up against the service lid. That said, now I'm going to take the service lid and put it back in place. And that's it for the modification today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.